Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Pilgrimage.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
He reads a lot.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
It's going to leave me as a player having to make a certain amount of guesswork
Who
as
could
to
do such a thing?
exactly what all those clues mean. It's all the more important to find them and then pick out what seems most appropriate. Which is why I focus on the pilgrimage, because of the rosary. Some of the others could have just as easily been correct, but that was the only one I could see based on what I'd observed.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Yeah. You have to figure it out for yourself. It gives you all the tools. And then we have to investigate.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello.
That's
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Been a bit
Let me
dry
see.
about that. Holmes wasn't the one to give compliments quite so straightforward. He's far more commonly the type to be, shall we say, scratches.
These scratches are fresh.
It's far more commonly to be somewhat condescending about it. He has
You're
what
right.
some people
Someone
would
tried to
call
force open the
superiorities.
door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Perhaps he was simply not an experienced,
What a terrible way to die.
overly particularly skilled individual.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Two.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Who turned that on?
Rum. A sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
With company. Would you?
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Peter Carey, probably. Can I open it? Yes. There's some tobacco inside.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Literally. It's a boat of some kind, that much is for sure. See that. Wait. Is it? No, not quite. Oh. Did that get it? Ah, right, I can move these things. Okay. Smoking pipe goes there, and the leaf goes there.
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Not surprising, he is a sailor. It's almost certainly his. Not guaranteed. It is always possible it could be somebody else, but his name is Peter Carey. PC. Somehow doubt that it means personal computer. That could do. What are they?
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Probably. Shelf. Suspiciously empty space outlined in the dust. Quite large as well.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Something of the kind. What was that? What did it give me the F for?
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf.
What's that F all about?
An object was taken from here. It was larger than a
Let's see what
book.
that does.
A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Nothing that I could see. It just went away when I pressed it.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to
Bloody
1884.
name.
Peter Carey was
Seriously.
her captain.
Whaling harpoons?
Harpoons for hunting whales.
Yeah. Very small. Anything in there? No. Oops. A little bit faster than I intended to. Shelf. Doesn't seem to be anything else of particular interest. What's in his chest? Chest contents. Oops.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Most certainly not the size of the
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
thingy bob from outside then. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I got my cats a tin of dog food. Yes, dog food. And I'd left the tin still half full on the kitchen side. I put the lid back in though to stop them from getting in, but one of the cats was still digging his head in it. Can you guess which one it was?
The Sea
Yes,
Unicorn.
alliteration.
She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
As per bleeding usual, digging his head directly into it. It was like, yeah, this is a tasty din for cats. And he was getting his head stuck and stuff. So, it's like, anything else? Okay, let's have a look at the body. Blood. Notebook.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Definitely not.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Somebody took it from him, searched through it, then just either dropped it because it was no longer of any use, or because they were disturbed in some way. Can I open it? Doesn't look like I can. No. Ah, there we go. Those are initials of names, are they? Okay.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Groups of 4. Why is
This
there
blood is from the
bloody knife?
pool underneath the dead body.
As well as the spear.
This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Makes sense.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Weapon of opportunity, that's for sure.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Well, did it say he was a fisherman and he was...
Peter Carey was fully dressed.
Go
He was
on.
not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
The fact that they... Can I look at them? What's that mean? does this mean? Oh, I'm creating links between them. Gotcha. Break-in attempts and book. Doesn't really tell me anything though, does it? Ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated. Not finished my investigation yet though.
Ha! Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
Somebody was very strong then, certainly. It's not for you to tell me when it's complete. It's for me to decide whether I have looked at everything yet. Man, examine the pool of blood again? Yeah, the fact that he was drinking with somebody. Okay. Oh, is that a whale's mouth? What's that like? Ah, see? I haven't finished investigating.
Dundee.
Whale.
Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
So, even though...
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Yeah. Even though he's not a whaler anymore, or a seaman, he's still interested in it. And retains... What's that? Retains a fondness for it. That seems to be the case, at least. Right. Okay. I'll talk to Lestrade. So he has to say for himself and tell him that I want to...
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because the guy's going to...
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
Wait.
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Yeah, ready your pistols, sailor. Oh, sailor. Sailors. Yeesh. Right, pin to the wall. No gardener. Could that be the gardener? No. Nope. Probably those two are linked in some way. Okay. Anything else to ascertain? No gardener. No. Breaking touch. No. Okay, so it gives us some help then. You can ambush. Okay. Let's go have another. God damn, there's no buttons in it. Go and have another chat with his lady wife. See if she can tell us anything else based on the information I have on the bird. Still find that curious. It could just be there for detailing and such, but still, I do find it interesting. She's wanting to converse again. Was he a smoker?
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be. But he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
At least he hadn't smoked around you.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
Interesting.
Who could do such a thing?
Go away.
My poor husband.
What's that? What is that? Gardening tools? Oh, yeah, it's a toolbox. Can I go inside and have a goosey around in there? Would be important. Help me build a better profile of young Peter. Run, rabbit, run. Oh, draw distance. Well, Frogwares are still a fairly small company. My gods, are they progressing. Wait, what was that? Footprints, of course, yes. Okay. Maybe they... Oh no, they
These
don't match.
boots don't match the footprints.
Look that way for a moment. Still. Evidence required. What is that? Is that that's probably just... Yeah, any more items around?
We need to find a good place for an ambush.
Oh,
Perhaps
that's
behind
easy.
Carey's cabin, near the window.
Yeah, that's easy. That kind of thing is very... What's that? No, nothing. Right. Okay. Behind his cabin, near the window. Ah! I can actually get around behind here. Try to make sure I have a good look around, just to make absolutely certain I have not missed anything. Still possible I could miss something. I'm not perfect. But I shall search as best I can. Going to roll. Anything in the bushes? Anything in the bushes? Near the window.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Yes, the fate of Black Peter. Missed an important phrase in a dialogue. You can always open the casebook and check the dialogue log. The dialogue log sounds like a language, doesn't it? Dialogue log sounds like some kind of deep African, barely known tribe language, doesn't it? A dialogue log. I mean, the native language of the Philippines these days is Tagalog. It's not the native language. It's kind of a bastardization of Spanish that was influenced by their older language when the Spaniards went and took over. You know, Tagalog, dialogue log. Oh, of course it doesn't continue automatically. We are waiting for you. We are hiding in the shadows, waiting to see what you will do. Yeah. Gotta say, this is a damn fine looking game. This is a damn fine looking game. I don't know what it would be like if they didn't really fly. Oh,
Shh! Did you hear that?
shut up. Yeah, it's the kiddo. That's in somebody's tails.
There's someone there.
He's not.
I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there!
There is no way that kid is the one that...
Mr. Holmes?
Yeah,
Mr. Holmes, come and see what we...
yeah, there's no way that kid killed him. He's way too small.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.